like a tight entrance. Avoid the pothole. Go over there. No, left a bit. Pull the joystick. That's a rather big overhang you've got there. Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Fucking miserable weather all the fucking time. Good morning, my people. Well, I've chosen life and I've chosen a bike. It's starting to sound like Billy Connolly there a wee bit. But yeah, I've chosen the bike, and I'm starting to wonder whether there's a lot of me regretting my life choices on this channel, and I suppose that's a lot to do with, you know, winter riding. But I've chosen the bike. Today I'm going to talk to you about why. It's cold, it's wet, there's rain in the air. It doesn't feel like a natural choice, really. The car was sat outside, all warm and snug, and it was beckoning to me, but I rejected it because I'm hard as nails. I'm one hard bastard, and I've opted, as I often do, look at this, people dodging round the road because it's so bad, awful, isn't it? As I so often have for the last 15-20 years. The majority of my commutes I've done on a bike. So many of you will be thinking, well, it's quicker, it's faster, and you think, well, that's the reason to do what we do, you know, that. And there is a big part of that, to be fair. You know, the car does become like a kind of a waiting room on the way to work, and sometimes that can be, what's this penis doing? Mate, this farm food van is just giving me absolutely nothing. Look. I'm going past you, mate. You're not beating me. I know you want to. Yeah, so the car becomes a kind of waiting room. And, you know, it's definitely better. Movement is better, you know, than just sitting there. But sometimes sitting there can be quite nice, you know, it's quite cathartic. Cathartic? Just being able to sit and ruminate and ponder your life and consider all the regrets. That girl you didn't sleep with when you were 26, even though she was up for it, and she was at the Christmas party and things had gone well and the Tia Maria was flowing. Yeah, all those kind of things that you hark back to. But yeah, I mean, the fact is that the bike is quicker. There's no denying the fact that the bike is a quicker way to get somewhere, and in some ways that's sensible. But of course, as you know, I'm not going to stress that. I'm not going to say, oh well, this is actually a sensible choice, because I'm not about sensible. I don't do sensible. I'm not interested in sensible. And I would never wear a bag strung across my shoulder like this chap. But there we are. Again, each to their own. The big reason, the massive reason I do this is because I love the motorcycle. I like my car, I love my motorcycle. And if you think about starting a shitty day like today, you know, on the way to work in the grizzling rain, the grizzling, mizzling, miserly rain, you might think, well, starting it on a bike is probably a miserable journey, and it, you know, if people really do start to talk to you about, oh, it's quicker, isn't it? Yeah, well, it takes me 25 minutes getting all my kit together, getting my kit on, getting the bike ready. You know, most people have gone to work in their car, be at work, first coffee down, you know, 6 emails sent, and a smooch behind the photocopier by the time they've, you know, I've got my bike trousers on. Dave, you've not got much fuel. What's going on? You keep drinking it. You're a heavy drinker, my friend. Oh, it's beautiful. Hello. Are you trying to race me, are you? Yes. But I love the motorbike, and if you think about the kind of what I want to start my day with joy. I want to start it with excitement. I want to start it with challenge. I want to pull Dave's ears back and feel joy and freedom and life. And I also want to feel like a smug bastard because I'm going past all these people. But that's a minor dimension of it all, I think. I would suggest. No! So it's choose life, choose bike, choose freedom, choose filtering, through the traffic on a wee mizzling Thursday morning, you know. So there's that. There's the fact that, you know, I love riding motorbikes. I love it. And the fact is that I don't like going to work. So if I can make the day somehow better by indulging in the thing that I absolutely love, then why not? Why wouldn't I do that? And the fact is that, at the end of the day, all right, I might be tired from my, work in the gynecology department at St Joseph's of the fashionable hospital that I work at. Hello. Hey up, what's this? Back box fitted. Yes, it's annoying. I'm not quite sure what to make of you, chap. Is this a joke? You can't really have a black box fitted, can you? Is this... I mean, that whale tail thing... Yeah, it's a lot. I'll see you later, black box fitted boy. I'm not quite sure what you're up to there, but we've got some filtering to do. The filtrage. Breaking my way past all these people, their coffee cups and their podcasts, listening to self-help motivational things, or doom scrolling on Instagram while they're driving. That's probably what's going on, really, isn't it? But I like the idea they're all listening to some sort of Whoa, 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 what are you doing, Rights Roofing? There's a lot wrong with that, Rights Roofing. Right, Dave, you ready for the challenge? Of course I am, mate. I bet those old new subscribers didn't know that Dave spoke, did they? Oh, this is cheeky. What are you saying? Oh. Bottled it then, mate. I mean, you might think at this moment in time that, what, is that living, Crumble, is it? Is that living alright? Is that thank you. Amanda Skip finally saw me. Cheers, mate. But yeah, it is life affirming. It's living. I am risking life and limb. I'm very much aware of my mortality as I do this. I'm very much aware of the fact that at any moment a Vauxhall Astra could just pull across me or open their door and secrete me into the sidewalk, so to speak, I would suggest. This is a tight gap, but we like a tight entrance. Not as tight as I thought, actually. Often the case. Right, I need to be... Actually, let's go straight on here. Yes. Ooh. But life, I'm living life. I'm alive! I'm alive! Whereas the people in these cars, scrolling through fucking Instagram or listening to Scott Mills or whatever, I'm not saying they're dead, but they're not feeling like the wind in their hair and the cold on their face and the kind of, I'll have cherubic red cheeks by the time. Right, Dave, let's put that out so I can see where you are in relation to things. I'll have, I've got breath in my lungs. I could feel the creak of my knees, of my neck, of my head. I could feel every bump in the road. And I could just sense everything. My senses are alive. Senses alivened by it. Dave's probably helping that because I'm crouched and hunched over him here. Like, you're a great bike, Dave. You feel great. And you might be like too long-legged for this kind of thing. A bit too old in the tooth for this kind of thing. And maybe I shouldn't be putting you through this, and maybe I should, put you in the garage and tidy you, clean you up, and just bring you out on warm, sunny days. I've made you a winter hack, and really, you're too good to be a winter hack, aren't you? You're too good for that life. I hope there's not another... No. I don't think I need to pull your ears back here, dude. But it reminds me of the biggest thing. And the thing that I want to end with, I want to talk about, I want to say, Dave, riding Dave is a privilege. Riding motorbikes is a privilege. And it's one of the things, of course, that we've been talking about recently. I don't want to bang on about dying and all that sort of stuff, but while we still can, that's what we've been talking about, isn't it? While we still can. And I've got this great bike, and I've got this great experience that, I've got the ability to kind of participate in. Riding this thing, and it might not be the greatest of circumstances. You might think, well, riding on a grim grey road in the East Midlands, the ring road around a city, is not exactly like maximising your life chances, but it kind of is. This morning I could have got up and got in the car, sat in the waiting room that is the ring road, pull my ears back. Alright then, yep, I got you, mate, thank you. We're gently easing our new audience into the fact that Dave has a voice. He's not going to say too much for a while. But yeah, I could have chosen the car, but I didn't. I chose the bike, and I choose the bike more often than not because it's a privilege being on this. I like my car, but it doesn't feel the same. You know, you don't have that sense that, I mean, it's not that time's running out, but I love this thing. It's a joy to ride this thing, and I want more joy in my life. What are you doing going to work in that, mate? Yeah? Get a car! But that's the case. I want my life to be filled with joy. I want excitement in it. And I think, hello, you massive overhang. That's a rather big overhang you've got there. It's even bigger than mine. He's competing with me, but I think you've won there. That is a massive hook. That's what I need. It's a reminder of that, isn't it? It's saying to me, your videos, you need a hook, mate. Okay. But yeah, I want joy, I want excitement in my life. I want to feel alive. Right, David, a challenge for you. Come on. Do you reckon we can make it down there? Bets. This is not about performance. It's not about showing off. It's showing off Dave's capabilities. He's a very capable bike. Oh, to the front? Not quite. Yes. Right, people, I'm going to leave you in grey Nottingham, the grey East Midlands, on this grey winter's morning, but on a vibrant red bike. David, good boy, that's reminded us why these things are just so great. It's not just about, I know this is a kind of summary, but not just about time, getting there quicker. Nah, it's much more than that, much more than that. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you on the next one, and I won't be looping around the ring road on the next one. Peace out, people. Peace out.
Because my body temperature, when it reaches like 4 degrees Celsius, I'll become like a Cockney. I'll become like a southerner with a strange accent. So what I've got to do, I've got to get home, I've got to like get in front of the heater, and then when I get back, the northern me will come back. Do you know what I mean? It happens to me a lot. It's like the Goonies, the Grizzles or the Gremlins. When they get wet, you see, they change, they go all mental and that. When I get cold, I go all southern. I can't help it. It's been the same since I was a little kid. I used to go to school sometimes, forgot my coat, and my teachers would think I was taking the piss. Thought I was like pissing about, doing stupid voices and that. I said, look, teacher, yeah, I can't help it. It's just something that happens to me when my body temperature reaches a certain temperature, so to speak. It's a shame, but we just got to get home, get the heater on, get a nice cup of Rosie Lee and me, yeah, a little cake or something, warm me up, and I'll become northern as fucking northern can be. Do you know what I mean? I'll be a right northern monkey once I get warmed up. So just got to get me home. That's all it is. That's all it fucking is. And this cunt here, look, you see that? That's a cunt. That's what you call a cunt, yeah? Now, you call him a cunt down the south as much as you call him a cunt down the north. Do you know what I mean? Don't matter, really. Don't matter which crumble I am, southern, northern, he is still a cunt. Jesus, this is the worst road in the history of all roads. Watch this. Watch this. You ready? Right, look, this is a new game. Avoid the pothole. Go over there. No, left a bit. Pull the joystick. Left over there. Should we go there? No. Avoid the pothole there. Which way now? Straight on. Left a bit. Left a bit. Over to... No, left to right a bit. Right, left a bit. No. It's a new game. You've got the joystick. You've got to control me. You've got to stop me going in the potholes and dying. It's a fun game. Fun for all the family. We'll call it Motorcycle Death.